Warhammer Online is back and trending, or well, it never really left, you just didn't know about it. After the official server shut down in 2013, Return of Reckoning has kept the game alive thanks to a passionate team of volunteers. They've not only maintained and polished the game, but also built a thriving community that has long outlasted the original game, celebrating their 12th anniversary this summer. If that's already enough for you, you can already start downloading and get started for free using the link in the description below. Set in the Warhammer fantasy universe, the game perfectly captures the rich atmosphere and the feel of the tabletop wargame, with lore-friendly designs and iconic characters that you can create and play, or even encounter in the world. What Warhammer Online does best is its massive-scale PvP, where you can join the war effort as either the forces of order or destruction from level 1 all the way to maximum level, battling enemy players at every single stage. Each zone isn't just for questing, they're also designed to heavily encourage PvP, with players forming massive warbands to clash on the battlefields, capture keeps and forts, and even siege enemy capitals. So yes, the moment you create your character, you're able to teleport to a warfront of your level and immediately duke it out with other players and get straight into action, and it feels amazing. It's not only an option, but it is the advised path of leveling, as PvP is the main content of this game with separate levels for it, in exchange for better armor sets and passive skills or abilities where you really don't want to fall behind. With Return of Reckoning's sizable player base, this means hundreds of players from each faction clash every night, supported by a surprisingly stable and smooth game engine, a feat many modern games struggle to achieve nowadays, and every weekend this all culminates in the Land of the Dead event, where 200 versus 200 players confront each other in an epic desert battlefield in a truly spectacular fashion. It's really a classic one-of-a-kind experience. Now, I mentioned you can create iconic characters to play as, and it's another really unique way Warhammer Online is built, as each class, or career as they're called here, are exclusive to their faction and race, exactly as designed in the tabletop. So this obviously means you can only be a Bright Wizard, a Warrior Priest, or a Witch Hunter if you play on the side of Order as Empire, or you can only be a Goblin Squig Herder, a Choppa, or a Black Orc if you side with the Greenskins and the Forces of Destruction. In all honesty, these classes are not completely unique and different from each other, and while some aspects of them are mirrored for game balance reasons, they're also completely contrasting designs, such as a High Elf White Lion being a pet-centered career, or its Chaos Mirror class, the Marauder, which does not have a pet, but instead shapeshift their arms into different forms of weapons to gain advantage, and they look really cool. These little differences in designs allow the careers in Warhammer Online to really shine and feel unique, so you can level up each of them and spend many hundreds of hours having fun and choosing or perfecting the playstyle that you prefer. Now, with older MMOs, a common concern is the lack of new content or the risk of the game feeling stale over time. Warhammer Online for me is an exception to that, as it somehow remains consistently engaging and fun. I know that's subjective, but on top of this, the Return of Reckoning team has a dedicated balance and design team actively modernizing the game's combat and class systems with fresh ideas and mechanics. In fact, as of this video's creation, they're in the middle of testing a nearly complete rework of all the healer classes, introducing revamped mechanics and abilities to match with modern gameplay. Now, yes, of course, change can be scary and not every player welcomes every update, but it's a proof to the passion and effort that goes into this project every single day, and that it's worth investing your time into it if you care. Since I mentioned the PvP developers, I'd also like to give a huge shout out to the PvE team and artists and everyone else in the Roar team, as a tremendous amount of work is also put into maintaining and updating the rest of the game world, adding new textures, updating quests, monthly live events that stay fun, making sure each dungeon stays relevant and in working condition, and actually, very recently, the very first brand new dungeon was added to the game, with unique mechanics and even voice acting, which is a massive achievement on its own. So indeed, while PvP is the main content of Warhammer Online, the team is also working hard on perhaps changing that and creating a thriving PvE environment to support both playstyles equally and draw in more active players. Just currently, there's at least 10 different dungeons that you can explore and complete, and the 2025 PvE roadmap was just released, teasing the release of the anticipated Lostville dungeon that's corrupted by the forces of the Chaos God Slanesh, so really exciting stuff. Now there's hours I could talk about introducing Return of Reckoning, and I definitely will in future videos, but for now, if everything I said sounds exciting, then you can visit returnofreckoning.com and already download it for completely free with a brand new installation guide that's pretty much just click and play, and you can get started right away. For more help, you're also encouraged to join the official Discord of the server that you can see on the left side of the download section, and you'll get help for any issue you might encounter, either regarding joining the game or learning the ins and outs of it. That's it for this quick introduction video to Warhammer Online in 2025. I do hope I ignited the flame in some of you, and will soon meet you on the battlefields, but this is also a quick announcement for me that I will be creating a long series of guides and all kinds of content for Return of Reckoning to keep you all updated, so if you're interested, definitely leave a like and subscribe as there's tons more coming. Thank you for watching, and see you on the warfronts.